So welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Throwing, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Cousins. Got some real estate inside the 30, and down to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want nothing. They don't want none of this.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, fighting off the defender. Letting one go. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Cousins now to throw on first down. Incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marcus Golden. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Hey, 382, let's 50. Lucky 50.
To throw is Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Go, 90. Go, 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Good.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Yes, cocktails, there's cocktails included. I can actually, if you want, I can go over it because I just kind of pulled up. That was actually one of the other $20.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue landed! Blue landed! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over!
Third and long here for Rosen. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Dawson's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Hey, we talked about Adam Thielen a little bit last year, didn't we? Possession receiver, makes some tough catches, gets it done, and he's a homeboy. Grew up very close to the Twin Cities.
And showing those possession receiver skills right there to pick up the first. Cousins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Robert Kimdichie, we've heard about him since high school. How about that total package of power, speed, and agility?
Yeah, he was widely thought of as the best high school product his senior year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Ole Miss was really happy to get him. And how about that play he just did there? Broke him to the NFL, young man.
Second down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Escapes the sack. And he's going to go down again. Linval Joseph in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Going to look deep for Wilson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Now, check. Patriot! Detroit!
Rosen will throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Gone. Detroit. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There's another storm, I think, coming through. Next 5 days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Past the 20. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Gun! Set! Blue landed! Gun!
Again, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete here. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now let's go!
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Chad Williams, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time. Defensively, dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now.
Rosen to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Cousins now on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Cousins now. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. He finds some open field here. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. to the ground. Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle is made by Rodney Gunter.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drop.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2nd down, Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They're able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. or pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Patriot! No, Jack, Patriot!
On third down, Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Dawson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take...
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends.
What are you looking for?